On that side. Good evening. I was just talking to Coach Mike about it. I'm not hearing it. Good evening and welcome to a soggy Peirce Field here at Arlington High School for this ACMi sports production of Middlesex League Girls Varsity Soccer. I'm Phil Ryan alongside Jeff Spector and Luke Ryan on the cameras. Today we have a great crew from ACMi Sports taking care of the filming inside the booth here as the rain falls outside of it and running the production. So Jeff, both teams come into this game very, very well rested, haven't played in a week, either team. In their previous match, Arlington last week really dominated Reading, only came away with a 1-0 win. On the other side, Woburn dropped a 4-1 loss to Belmont. Tough result for them, with their only goal really coming at the very end of the match. So, looking out here on the field, what does Arlington need to do to really take care of Woburn tonight?
Honestly, I think it's that final third. I think that's what was missing against Reading. I think they fell a little bit into the trap of just trying to attack through the middle. They were also trying to play a lot of long balls. And again, there was intent behind them, but there was no connection. I just think at times when you get teams that have 4 or 5 girls, 6 girls back, especially with a quality keeper, you've really got to work the wings. You've got to send crosses in. You have to create opportunities. And there was a lot of possession. There were a lot of searching shots, I believe would be the phrase, from deep that really weren't going to be a threat. I just want to see more inside the 18 tonight. They got to get balls into dangerous spots and let them fly.
The quality of the final third. So Woburn comes into this match 3-3. They've dropped games to Winchester, Lexington, and Belmont. 3 kind of perennial sort of powerhouses in the Middlesex League, and took care of business versus Stoneham, Wakefield, and Watertown. They have a +2 goal differential, but largely that is due to beating Stoneham 7-0. Spy Ponders, 4-0-2, remain undefeated. So great 4-1 win versus Belmont, 5-0 versus Burlington, and then the aforementioned 1-0 win versus Reading, +13 goal differential. And Jeff, one of the things I really like about watching this Spy Ponder team is the relentless offense that they can put on the field. And when you look at Addie Darling and Misha Zykori and Elise Keneally and Lexi O'Brien and Hannah Stern and Bella Doman, who scored her first varsity goal the other week. Serena Doman. Sorry, Serena Doman. Just that non-stop pressure and speed. And as you said, some of those quality services hopefully can get in behind this Woburn defense and create more offense than they did against Reading.
Absolutely. And again, a week off is certainly tough to come back from. A sloppy night like tonight is going to make it a little bit harder. You're always curious to see what happens with the goalkeepers, whether it's with low-driven balls off the turf or even just balls in the air, what gloves get wet. You've really got to secure those balls. So any chance you get to put a ball on target with pace, you got to let it go. The other thing, and I heard it from a couple of the girls, after that Reading game, they heard the Reading girls celebrate when they left that field. That 1-0 loss for Reading was a win. Don't get me wrong, they had an opportunity to tie it, and I think they would have been doing backflips, and I think it would have been crushing on many levels for Arlington for that to end 1-1. Well, it's a win in the record books, and that's important. I hope the girls took something away from it too, because those games could be learning opportunities, and it's important to learn when you win as well, when you lose and when you draw. And if that serves a purpose for Arlington going forward, then it's good that it wound up that way. But they need to take something away from it of what they need to do differently going forward.
Yeah, good reminder of that you've got to bring your top A game to every match. Take advantage of opportunities for that. I mean, again, as you said, narrow 1-0 win against a team they dominated.
Yep.
Arlington looks like they're setting up in their typical 4-3-3. As the Tanners from Woburn will be going left to right in their away whites. Spy Ponders right to left. And the Tanners kick off.
Symbol. Is that like a battery symbol?
Matheson just plays it up. Good win from Hannah Berry, and Zykori looking for Darling. And she gets dropped. Ref says play on. And he better not call that one. And now Darling's going to have a second chance. Low cross across the 18. Finds Keneally. Nice idea to Berry. roll out for an Arlington throw. Does Jeff maybe look like a foul on Addie Darling
Yeah,
there?
I definitely thought that first one was. It would have been nice to get a free kick from there to start this game off.
So just keep in mind that
Throwing now on the far side.
Can't go further left.
I'll just do
And well run through by Woburn. Looks to drop off as Lucia Breen is tracking back. Does win the throw on the far side. Sophomore down the line towards Keneally. Closed by Radosevich, be a Tanner throw. Well won by the Spy Ponders. And Woburn just looking to play direct back in the mix. And this will fall to Mojo Maxwell, the senior, getting the start in net tonight. Jeff, as we know, both goalkeepers for the Spy Ponders have already picked up assists this season. Really impressive. And 3 shutouts as well. And a good look on the through ball. Spector is back. She's dispossessed. Good work from the Tanners. Gets the cross in. This will roll to Maxwell. She'll play it out to senior captain Dahlia Carr. Now some opportunity to see some of the speed here. Woburn closed by Radosevich. Balls to Hannah Berry. Jeff, like to see a quick switch of fields here. The ball's been down that far side quite a bit. Looks like Corey's going to try and get on the end of this. And good defense by the Tanners wins the throw-in for Woburn.
Yeah, it's your point. You know, it's hard enough to score goals when there's space and time, but you know, you start jamming more people into a box, it gets very difficult very quickly.
Battle in the corner, and ref pats his head. What does that mean? What does that mean, Luke? What does that signal?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. That's a new one. That's a new one, but seems like everyone understood it.
Radosevich just to flick on, and Barry closes. Woburn does well. Lucia Breen tracks back, and a nice through ball. Looking to get behind Carr, and does, and it will just roll out. But nice counterattack opportunity for the Tanners.
I think what we just saw is kind of an early show of how this game's going to roll. Spy Ponders in their offensive half, but Woburn definitely dangerous on the counter. And then again, with the rain that's coming down, slick surface, anything can happen.
Good through ball, Zykori. And good alert goalkeeping.
And Jeff, this is where I say, do we see the long throw of Spector make its debut today on September 24th?
I think we're going to see it.
I mean, I did speak to her before the game about drying the ball off, so.
Long throw from Spector. Gets to Darling.
Yeah, the rain had no effect on that.
Cut through the rain, cut through the precipitation.
Cut through the rain. The ball was dry. Spector, all the confidence in the world.
So, Jeff, I have 2 number 0s on the Woburn roster. I'm going to make an assumption that's the senior getting the start, Nicole Fitzpatrick. Is that fair?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Oh, no, actually, Scarlett Mead. We've got
She started. Yep.
Muse in net, I believe, the sophomore. I'm guessing it is number 0, not 1. One by Matheson. Darling. Diagonal ball from Avery Spector is going to fall to Lucy Breen. Good step up from Spector. Falls back to her again. And we'll go out Lucy Breen now in front of Coach Mike Shenna, third-year head coach for the Arlington Spy Ponders.
I think he's the only non-player on the sideline wearing a short sleeve shirt today. Testament to his toughness.
Keneally looks to get it to Barry. Dispossess. Woburn with some midfield space to operate. Breen is back. And she's forced to play it out.
And that's that counterattack that I think we're going to see. I mean, Woburn's proven that they have some speed up top.
Well, look what we're seeing. They find that there's that space in the midfield that in front of the back four. So if Spy Ponder's midfield, the center midfielders are not back, looks like the Tanners have some of that space to run.
And yes, I'm giving credit to the Woburn counterattack, but the back line of the Spy Ponders has proved nothing but absolutely solid this season.
So Peirce throws it in for the Tanners. That will be a goal kick. Jeff, 6 minutes into the game, and early thoughts?
Meh. Again, it's largely, you know, not even largely. It's been tilted, you know, in Arlington's favor. But again, nothing dangerous, right? Just they've had it on the right half of the field, but can't really string passes together, or haven't been yet, is how I really should say it. Just not getting the ball anywhere dangerous yet.
It's Leah Finn, captain for the Tanners, operating the midfield. His little small ball. Woburn unable to keep it in play. And Spector look to get one towards Addie Darling. And she'll get to do it again.
Rain or shine, Phil. Dave is running the line.
Impressive. Spector looking for Radoslavich. Finds her. The flick on. Can't quite get it towards the danger area, though. Muse on her 6. Goal kick out. Well controlled by Woburn. It's Sabrina Levita, number 13, and won by Hannah Barry.
Good ball.
And looking for the right pacing, the Darling gets it. And well won by Woburn. Not afraid to slide tackle on this slick surface. And that should be a red throw. It is. Well done.
Referee spot on.
Micah Niles.
If you could see me in the booth, I was pointing Arlington ball right from the start there.
And now we're seeing a lot of just play up this near side. And look at, I mean, just looking out on the field now, you see where Lucy Breen is and how much space they have on that far side. Barry.
How to get it off.
Good hit. Right at Muse, though.
If you notice there, Phil, I believe it was 10 of the Woburn players were behind the ball, inside their own 30.
Yeah. I mean, there's no room to, you know, Arlington, good job, off a deflection. Hannah winds up with the ball. I think that's going to be more the exception than the rule, though, if they're going to have 10 back like that. It's almost like if you can hit somebody short and then cross it.
Yeah, Barry did well to find the shot.
And now the counterattack. Hannah Barry does well to get back. Well done for Micah Niles. And Darling going to get to show off her speed.
Unreal.
And does win the throw-in.
And
that, I guess he does call a throw. I thought that might have been a foul. It was right call.
The whistle went, though.
Great, I think just call it out of play. Let's see, great hustle from Addie Darling, though.
Let's see what the ref here on the near side. Oh, I believe it's a free kick. He just pointed to the ground. So this is where we get to showcase the set piece ability of number 9, Izzy Matheson.
So you want to, trying to get into the corridor of uncertainty here, looking for the head probably of Ella Radoslavich on that far side. A nice idea, at least Keneally closing, but Muse comes away with it and punts out only as far as Hannah Barry. Carcott a little flat-footed. That one comes off of Woburn. An opportunity here for the Tanners. Good shot. Woo. Comes off of Maxwell, drops back. And really dangerous moments. Credit to Woburn putting the pressure on. Spy Punters a bit 6 and 7s there.
Yeah, a bit out of sorts when they lost the ball. Yeah, first substitution of the game, Phil? I believe that's sophomore Lexi O'Brien.
She'll push that Corey out to the right-hand side and lead the line in the middle.
I think
Maxwell.
Elise Keneally's taking the break. In my pregame rap sesh with Coach Mike, he actually mentioned how Lexi O'Brien likes coming off the bench and being that injection of energy, which I think we've seen translate to goals this season.
Breen lofts it forward, searching ball down the line. Lexi O'Brien looks to get on the end of it. And Woburn just clears the danger. Slippery ball throw in there is going to fall to Radosevich. She'll try her luck. Wide of the goal. Goal kick for the Tanners.
On a slick surface like this, anything can happen with those long shots.
I liked what Ella did there, though, because it didn't look like she really tried to crack it per se. She just looked to try to make solid contact and send the ball, you know, kind of towards the far post.
She guided it toward the goal.
Yeah.
Driven ball out. It goes off of Darling.
Again, it feels like one of those nights where you really got to get players in the box because that ball is going to take some weird bounces and caroms.
Well, really well done by O'Brien. She's rewarded for that hard work. She'll try her luck there. Right at Muse.
Muse has been solid. I mean,
good work from the sophomore, though.
Yeah, I don't think she's dropped anything.
No.
Don't disagree. She's yet to be tested.
Yes.
Spy Punters have put some shots right at her. Darling does really well to keep that in play.
Nice idea.
Balls to Woburn, and that will be offside.
Very premature offside call that I'm sure the Spy Punters will happily take, given that it is a good 20 yards further than where the goal kick would have been.
Darling, really nice control.
She's got her. Oh,
looking for O'Brien. Muse off her line well. But really nice job from Addie Darling. Good control and just trying to get that lofted ball to O'Brien. One run through by Breen.
I love how Muse is coming out. I mean, it reminds me a lot of what Mojo does, which makes it really difficult to try to get those balls through at pace.
And that's going to be a free kick for the Spy Punters.
Like we've said, Muse hasn't been tested, but everything that she's had to do, she's done pretty much 10 out of 10.
Yep.
Spy Punters here. Like Matheson here. And goes far. And Muse does really well. That was a tester with 3 or 4 Spy Punters crashing in on that goal. Good confident play from the sophomore keeper. And nice little short long from Woburn, and referee is going to call a push. I think that's pretty good refereeing, Luke. He saw the push, allowed play to continue, and then when Tanners lost the ball, called it back.
Yeah, Spector made her presence known there.
Yeah, she went right into the back.
She made her presence known. There wasn't quite an attempt to play the ball, Jeff.
No. Not a lot of subtlety there.
Woburn, the ball that actually gets through. I thought that was. And now.
It's got to be off, right?
Very offside.
I believe all 3 of them were offside.
I'm like, they're too open. Like, someone had to be off.
And Jeff, one of the things we haven't seen as much, maybe just because the Spy Punters have been more of the dominant teams in games, is that really smart sort of higher line that does get a lot of those offside calls. We saw some against Winchester, but that probably was the only game where it was really took that organized back line to get the offside calls.
Yeah, because even in that Woburn game, I don't recall too many of them being called in that game.
Winchester?
No, the Woburn, or not Woburn, Belmont.
Belmont, right.
But yeah, when they hit that run where they get Lexington, Winchester, game after game, like I'm curious how hard it's going to be to flip that switch to get really dialed in with that and get used to the pressure again.
Nice ball there. Spector is back, and thought she was going to look for Mojo, but Jeff, another roster that is not in numerical order. Very hard to find these players like that. Was number 13, Sabrina Levita, coming over for the Tanners. And Spector now with that long throw. And the Woburn throw going back the other way. I do like Woburn fans having their umbrellas in the right team colors.
Yes. And once again, referee spot on with that one. Darling took a page out of Spector's book from the past 3 minutes ago.
I feel like Addie and Izzy might have been studying, or Addie and Avery were studying from the same playbook this weekend.
Exactly. Just a nice little shoulder in the back.
Here's Levita. Radosevich first to it, run through by Darling.
Good ball.
Nice look across to Izzy Matheson.
That was over to Lucy Breen.
Or Breen.
Handball.
Carr over to Spector. Now Matheson. Play it quickly. And you can hear the calls from, I think, both Darling and O'Brien trying to get those quick through balls. But good pressure from the Tanners to close down the passing lanes. Long throw again from
over the top.
Spector, played well by Darling.
Corner.
And it does win the corner. And Jeff, that's tough. What Addie Darling did, bouncing ball, full sort of side volley with that left foot just to keep it in play. Really good work from the junior and wins the corner.
You see a lot of those kind of sliced out of bounds, like the hips don't quite get around.
For sure. Matheson now. Oh, and Radosevich does well get on the end of it. Niles. And Woburn able to clear the lines. But now Niles. Hard pass to O'Brien. Well run through by Spector.
Nice touch.
And really good touch.
Another handball.
And good job from the Tanners. Winning that throw in. And they look to play quick down the line.
Panthers really haven't let down on defense yet.
I think they play a lot of energy, Luke.
Yeah.
Running through the ball, playing quickly.
I mean, as a coach, that's what you want from your team.
Dahlia Bonnert in the game. Goes across to Breen. Almost a nice connection play there, and Radosevich does well to hustle back. The referee's going to call that one back. So 20 minutes remaining in this half. We're no score here at Arlington High School here at Peirce Field. Woburn Tanners, the Arlington Spy Ponders. Spy Ponders looking to remain undefeated on the season. Woburn looking for their 4th win, going against 3 losses. The Woburn and Arlington faithful here in the stands, braving the elements as the rain and mist fall around the field. But I would say, Luke, great night to play. As a player, I always like these conditions.
As a player, it's that mid-60s, Little bit of rain, slick surface. You can't ask for anything better. And you're playing under the lights.
Maybe a nice grass field.
Yeah. Hey, we can't get too ahead of ourselves here. I think we can take what we get.
Yes, but definitely a night to be a player and not a fan. Woburn here, throw deep in the Spy Ponder end. And that well called by the referee, well positioned.
Prime position from yellow on the side.
Jeff, what are you looking to change here in the second half of the first half?
I don't know. I mean, I do, right? Like, it's the last pass. Like they'll get a few together, and then the last pass is a little bit too far ahead, a little bit too far behind, a little too much pace. Through balls, again, goalies really played them well, but try to get those with a little less pace.
This could be trouble for the Tanners with O'Brien chasing.
I will say that Woburn's doing a really good job of getting numbers back, and in some of other games, they've capitalized on goals on just straight up misplays by the defense. And right now, at least, and again, anything can happen. There's a lot of time left and it's wet out there. But right now, Woburn's not giving you the sense that they're going to give you a cheapie that, someone just whiffs on. You're going to have to capitalize either on a drop ball from the goalie, a ball that slides off the leg, just winning a 50-50, beating your man, and creating opportunity. But again, it's that final third, right? Like Arlington's controlled possession. The game has been played on their side of the 50. But like when it comes to being dangerous, there's nothing there, or there's not a lot there.
Yeah. And I would say a couple chances on both sides. Even though maybe the possession has favored the Spy Ponders, there were a couple dangerous moments for Woburn. Good opportunities. Maxwell made a good save on the near post, spilled it, and created another chance. Woburn unable to capitalize. Muse has been good in net for the Tanners, kind of tested in that long lofting ball that Matheson put in. But you're right, nothing super dangerous coming from the Spy Ponders.
But then again, we are only 22 minutes into a midweek game.
80 minutes. Yep.
It's an 80-minute game. It's raining out. I think both teams are kind of just feeling it out at the moment.
And it has been a week since the last game, right?
Exactly.
Or close to it.
It's one of those games that I think is gonna take just a little bit longer to get going. But both sides have shown that they have that final product there.
I will say. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. All you, Jeff.
On that last Woburn attack where they really had the good look, the thing that I didn't like was I felt like multiple defenders for Arlington were jumping at the offensive player with the ball as opposed to take possession, get in the way, stay on your feet.
Yeah, and that's just getting settled into the game.
O'Brien brings it down. Falls to Niles. And Matheson passes into Woburn. Good job from Bonner just slowing that play up. Spector wins it. Too far for Darling to get to. Will be a Woburn throw here on the near side. It's Peirce for the Tanners. Summer Shadinger in the game. And a nice ball behind Lucy Breen that Woburn will catch up to, and a good move in the middle. Dangerous! And that is off the post and in. Woburn with the goal coming out of the timeout. Probably exactly what Arlington did not want to see coming out of that timeout. But a great through ball behind the defense, and good move to the inside, and a really well-placed shot.
That was a very well-worked goal by Woburn. What number was that, Phil? Is it 22?
It might be. I can't. Tough to see. If it is, if it's 22, it's Bella Da Silva, who is a freshman. So as we're just talking about what to do differently, Woburn does get the breakthrough, leads this game 1-0 here.
And again, though, what was nice there for Woburn, right? It's a diagonal ball behind the defense. You get the defense running hard. Breen overruns it by a split, just a step. right? She's challenging her. She's going hard. She's doing exactly what she should do. The offensive player cuts it back and then gets the shot off, and she puts the shot in the perfect place. Not a knock on Breen, but you create something where the defense has to run at an angle to try to cut it down, and then you create an opportunity out of it.
Hannah Stern, I believe, in the game. Tough to see here as the rain is falling. The windows fog up.
Woburn goal scored by number 22, Bella De Silva, assisted by number 5, Kylie Seitz.
And Woburn just clears the danger.
I'd be kind of curious to see what, if anything, changes now down a goal.
Zykori comes back into the game. The Spy Ponders look to unlock this Tanner defense. And Scarlett Muse, who's been solid in net for Woburn. Spector throwing the near side. Jane wants to put it on, and Darling just gets caught, sort of a tweener.
Yeah, her brain knew what she wanted to do, but her feet said something else. And she knows it. I mean, she has the quality.
Used as well to just get it over Darling, and Darling pushed off the ball, wins it back. And just puts a hopeful ball into the center of the pitch. And that looked like a pretty clear handball.
Yeah, I missed that one, Phil.
And Spector back. Woburn substitution.
This Spy Ponders a little bit shocked right now.
I think they're a little rattled.
Haven't been behind much this season, and this is one where it's gonna be a tester.
Yeah, and you hope the Spy Ponders weren't playing like the score comparison game, seeing that 4-1 win by Belmont, thinking this would be an easy game given the Spy Ponders beat Belmont 4-1.
It's always a dangerous game to play.
Long throw from Spector. Started Liddy, just lost it to the middle. Good touch by Micah Niles. And Zykori. Won by Muse. And
Over
just
the top.
and
Get down.
Just over the top. Elise, that was Lexi O'Brien, I believe, on that far side. And she wants that one back.
Yeah, I think Lexi O'Brien actually moved out to the right now, and Zykori's up the middle. Possibly a change that Coach Shanna talked about during the timeout.
Great work from Zykori, creating that opportunity. And here we see the replay here. And O'Brien just trying to get the right touch on that, just puts it over the bar.
And credit to Zykori for keeping that one alive.
It's one of the few opportunities they've had where, Woburn didn't have 8, 9, 10 back.
Well, it was still Zykori against 4.
Yep.
3 defenders and the
goal.
keeper.
But yeah, Jeff, that was the first time Woburn's looked just a little bit out of sorts.
And O'Brien wins the throw-in. Good physical play from the sophomore. And Bream will do it again. Darling. Ball in the box, bouncing around. And Woburn just forced to play out for the corner. Good pressure from the Spy Ponders. Wins a set piece opportunity.
And that's another second phase of play that the Spy Ponders have not let down. They've kept pressing, and Last one we saw resulted in a Lexi O'Brien chance, and this one has resulted in a corner. It's the right foot of Lexi O'Brien over there.
Good driven ball in. Oh, and Summer Shadinger was right there with the head. Really well done by her to get on the end of it. Just couldn't quite keep it down, but great opportunity for the Spy Ponders as I would say overall good response, Jeff, to that, to conceding the goal.
Yeah, it was a great corner there by O'Brien.
Yeah, great response.
Like that driven ball in.
And we have the replay here. Yeah, I mean, Summer Shadinger was there. Just got a little bit under the ball.
Niles. Maxwell will call this one.
So Luke, on headers like that, where you get underneath it, is that typically more of like a body position thing? Is it straight timing? Is it height?
You're talking to the wrong person here, Jeff. I was never an expert in aerial ability. But yeah,
Suni Geneseo might disagree with you, Luke.
That is true. That is true. But yes, it's honestly it's keeping your eye on the ball and heading it down.
Great through ball behind. O'Brien running on. Yeah, Jeff, and you see at some of the higher levels that, sometimes they almost head down to a fault where they head down so much.
It goes straight
bounces
down.
and then bounces over the goal. But Luke's absolutely right. It's all about getting that ball down, trying to head it onto the goal line almost.
And hey, that was a difficult header by Shadinger there. She did a very good job getting her head on that.
She was, being ridden by a defender, and she did a great job.
Yeah.
And she can get another chance here.
Spy Ponders have been dominating the air in both boxes so far.
Tanner's probably not all that happy to see another corner for the Spy Ponders. Breen, Shadinger, Niles, another good driven ball, bounces around, and Woburn does well to clear the lines and almost keep possession. Unable to keep that one in play. As we're inside 10 minutes to go, Woburn Tanners with a 1-0 lead over the Arlington Spy Ponders. On a wet night here at Peirce Field. And Woburn will win the throw. This will be a goal kick for Mojo Maxwell. Substitutions, Ella Radosevic is back in the game. Good goal kick out from Maxwell, finding Keneally. And that was another handball.
That's like 4.
Well, that was one that actually led to, their control, which is surprising. Keneally, good pressure. Niles, good first touch. And Woburn does well to win that. And Radosevic run through. And referee does call that one, and Niles is going to try and get a little extra yards. And the referee
Jeff, correct me if I'm wrong, but earlier this season, we saw Lexi O'Brien almost break the crossbar from this exact same spot.
Yeah, we did.
I think this is going to be a shot, nothing less.
O'Brien here.
High.
Great shot, just over. I love it with the signature hop pre-kick. Another close one for Lexi O'Brien.
And yeah, and back to that handball there, when you see 5 or 6 Spy Ponders appealing for the handball, chances are it probably did hit her arm, but then again, the referees have been letting those go tonight.
Shout out to the folks in Saratoga Springs watching. Congrats on the win versus Clarkson. And hopefully the fans watching all over the country. We often get folks Pacific Northwest tuning in, sometimes up in New Hampshire, but Woburn breaks through again. Good hustle back from Dahlia Carr.
And don't forget the folks out at UMass Amherstville.
Correct. Good fans at UMass Amherst.
And Northeastern as well. We could go on and on. Our popularity here
continues to grow.
It's growing every day.
Not sure what the ref's going to call there. He does call it in favor of the Tanners. As a couple players went down.
Yeah, he might have flipped a coin in his head there.
In his head.
And just pointed which way it went.
Dangerous set piece here. Tanners look to put one into the danger area.
I don't know. This might be into the corridor of uncertainty. Very shallow line for the Spy Ponders.
And Woburn first to
Nice
it.
flick.
Dealt with very comfortably by Maxwell there.
This pillar blocks my view of the goal.
Oh, okay.
Maxwell punts out.
It's both folks. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Balls to Darling. And taken over by Woburn. Dahlia Bonnert, a one-on-one battle. And it does really well.
Nice job.
And I would like to apologize to the ref earlier. I just saw a behind-the-scenes replay of that foul, and he got that one spot on.
And that's another handball. And that one will be called.
And that was called from 40 yards away, Phil. It was the opposite side official spotted that one. Could have been an angle thing.
I'm just checking, Lucas. You are the rules official. Like, handballs are still illegal in
Yes.
soccer. Is that? I'm just checking.
Yes.
Is that still?
Yes. Anything unnatural position.
Oh, Corey might have a chance. Woburn just forced to play out.
Unnatural position and underneath the sleeve line. But then again, handballs are one of those rules where they're going to be argued till the end of time.
There's some subjectivity in there.
Extreme.
Spector. Woburn gets it out. The fall to Dahlia Carr. Spy Ponders looking for that equalizer here in the first half. Woburn holding tough. Dahlia Carr. And this will roll out, but good hard play from the Tanners. Matheson back in the game, and there's Niles. And Carr tries to run through, and she's going to have to recover. And Breen just plays it out to safety. 3 minutes to go in the half. 1-0, Woburn Tanners. And the Tanners win a corner. Dangerous opportunity for Woburn late in this first half.
Fans like the work from the Tanners here.
Tanner's corner kick coming in from the far side. Sotoletti looks like she's going to take this one. Doing ball in.
Dangerous.
And Carr does well just to get that out of the box, but really dangerous. Ball just sitting there inside the 6-yard box.
Great delivery. That's what happens when you put it there.
It's create chaos.
And if someone's not going to be first to it with their head, that ball is gonna drop. I think we have the clock in the hands of the officials.
The
Phil.
replay here, you see no one gets a clear header on it.
It was Dahlia Carr that got that final touch out.
Throwing down the line for the Spy Ponders. Now Breen plays it off of Woburn. Substitution here, Tessa McCulloch will come in for Lucy Breen. And McCulloch will do it again in front of the Arlington bench. So our punter just continue to walk it down the sideline.
I mean, they're going in the right direction.
Good turn from Woburn. Good defending from Dahlia Carr there.
It seems to be back to where we started here for Tessa McCulloch on the sideline with the ball.
It's like deja vu all over again. And Woburn comes away with that, beats a couple. Nice ball. Carr, or should just play it out. And Woburn does really well to get a service in the box. Referee does call coming back from an offside position.
I'll be honest.
Good soccer from Woburn.
Yeah. I was worried he was blown for the half there. That would have been quite controversial.
Neely can't keep that one in play. We're waiting for the referee whistle here to end the first half.
He's done the trademark whistle in the mouth. He's ready to blow it. And
There
we
it
go.
is. Woburn Tanners will take a 1-0 lead into halftime. Luke, quick thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I know up here we normally talk about the Spy Ponders primarily, but I want to give credit to Woburn. They came out with intensity and it did not drop. And I think they got a well-deserved goal. They worked the ball very well from the right side to the other, and got to give credit to that finish. I don't think any goalie in high school soccer is saving that.
Jeff, before the game you talked about sort of quality in the final third, getting those through balls, and you know, I think you still will be looking for that in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think they expected to be down 1-0 going into the half. I don't think they expected to beat Reading 1-0. You know, you got to go back to sophomore Saturday before the goals are really getting poured in. I just think from a strategy standpoint, they need to talk through what the approach is going to be, and then, you know, it's one thing to have a strategy, and then you have to go execute. But they've set this up. They've got Lexington on Friday, which is going to be a huge game. They've set this up to come out, have a big second half, you know, there's plenty of time to walk off this field with a really good result, and go into Friday, you know, feeling really good about themselves. So 40 minutes to go, and let's see what they got.
Before we sign off for halftime, I would like to take a second and remind everyone that this is an ACMi sports production. Numerous Arlington High School sports, games, and events are filmed and live streamed by ACMi Sports and made possible by both student and member volunteers. If you're interested in helping to produce, film, commentate, or edit the games, please reach out to us at sports@acmi.tv. That's sports@acmi.tv. Or consider stopping by the press box after a game to find out how you can experience and learn sports production while bringing more sports broadcasts to the Arlington community. So for Jeff Spector, Luke Ryan here in the booth, and the great crew from ACMi Sports overseeing the production of the camera, my name is Phil Ryan. We'll take a break for halftime and be back for the second half.
Is the center back on the keeper? They were like, no,
I can technically do, then at some point I have to stop and move this. So if I'm ever doing anything funny, it's because of that. Can they get points? Because I don't think anyone can get points.
Wait, Cooper, could you cut to the other camera? I don't know which one it's on right now.
Cam one's
All right,
live.
cut to 2.
Wait, no, let me. Okay, now you can cut to 2.
The second the free kick.
So close. 2 shots and just shot your arm.
Misha got in behind
And
that
I
one.
don't think you can get that.
They're just reassuring themselves. They'll be fine.
That remote's broken. That's the one that says.
Not really.
And you said that he told me.
And you know who does that really well?
You could, but you have Addie.
Addie. That's Addie's
That's the
trademark.
difference.
Yeah.
I'll just cut to that one.
Sir Jeffrey Monroe, the card. Only 50%.
I know. But 50% of those she just goes in.
Or
Yeah.
even 25%.
So,
That's all. 10%. Good. I know.
And you get 10 more
Yeah.
shots. I mean,
Yeah.
do you need a jacket?
I mean, to be fair,
Because I
we've
have
been playing
one
this
right there.
well.
it's fine. That room's not that bad.
She's a little passive.
You're welcome to use the blue jacket too.
So when you're doing this,
I'll give her a back.
yeah.
If they win, I'll just cut they win.
Yeah. You don't have time.
Other than that, you guys can do it.
So, should I shift the camera this way to try to get more of this and less of that one?
Which side is Arlington? Arlington's now going to try to score there, so maybe. Because that's where
Yeah.
an Arlington.
I don't know if the balance will actually start.
She has the foundation.
Am I on this?
They'll put us that. And that's what gets you noticed. And today, like, I mean, the Grizz played in the second half today, but like they had a rough second half. They won 3-1, but like it was like Grin was on one of the best teams last year. So like how
This
this
is how.
gets noticed in those
That's
games.
as far as I can go.
Crap.
So that's decent. Let's see what I can do. Yeah, so now I can only get half the room.
She's a fat.
Still
I love Addie. She
Yeah, that's probably a good
well,
one.
sometimes she just gets hard. Lucky. I know. All right. Hopefully it's a happy discussion in 40.
Yeah, right.
And we are back for the second half here at Peirce Field at Arlington High School for Middlesex League Girls Varsity Soccer and this ACMi Sports production. My name is Phil Ryan alongside Jeff Spector and Luke Ryan and a great crew from ACMi Sports covering the game tonight. Spy Ponders coming at halftime trailing 1-0 and looking for a way to unlock this Woburn defense, to which to this point they have been unsuccessful.
And it looks like Lexi O'Brien's going to be
getting the start.
staying on here. I mean, she did have arguably the best chance for the Spy Ponders, either her or Summer Shadinger with the header, both of which she was involved
So
in.
5 Spy Ponders on the line looking to go forward. Matheson will just play that ball up, and that creates that 50-50 opportunity, which I don't mind. Nice layoff to Matheson. And trying to find the right touch. O'Brien going in hard. She is shoved off the ball. Ref says play on. And a good punt out and controlled by the Tanners. But good track back from Radoslavich. Green finds Matheson. Darling steps in and now out to Spector. More appeals for handball, but as we've seen, where Spy Ponders will not get those calls this evening. O'Brien does well to win it back. Now Niles, good play to Barry, looking for that through ball behind, and Zykori
love the idea of trying to go get behind that line, but doing it out wide,
Yep.
right, where the goalie just can't come out and sort of jump it.
Exactly.
That's Kaylee Curl with the play out for Woburn. Rodosvich gets a foot in, and there's Matheson.
I know.
Makes good contact.
Yeah, and I know we're only a minute and a half in, but there's a newfound intensity from the Spy Ponders.
Muse punts out. Carr gets ahead, and Breen's going to track back. This could be a Tanner throw. And it is. Tanners go down the line, and Breen, smart play from the sophomore defender, sees that ball out for a goal kick. Maxwell plays short to Spector. And that should be an easy call for either ref to make.
I think they might have made that one simultaneously.
Could be. I heard the whistle harmony. Spector plays towards Darling. Does well to control it. Another foul.
This is where persistent infringement comes into question, Phil.
Same player?
I don't know if it was the same player, but still, those were two hard fouls back to back.
Is this one where you say the next one is a yellow? Regardless of who it is?
In a little bit too premature for that, but
the temperature of the game doesn't seem quite that high yet.
no.
Ooh. Woburn fans appreciating the hustle from the Tanners, trying to catch up to that through ball.
The Parabolic Mike's doing a great job picking up those fans.
That's nice. We'll say probably due to the weather, a bit sparse here in the stands, which might mean some significant viewership this evening.
Definitely. I think we might hit four digits tonight.
I mean, I'd expect nothing less, Jeff.
It would be disappointing if not.
Yeah.
And Spector's going to get called for a foul there. Heard some former Hobart soccer alums might be tuning in to hear the broadcast.
I wouldn't reach that far. I think I might be the only one, Phil.
Cadence Peirce in front of the Woburn bench will take this free kick. Carr looks to run through. Good job from Zykori. Niles will pick up the foul. So one thing I saw Lexi O'Brien do there that I really liked, she anticipated a potential defensive mistake. She didn't try and go back and win the ball. The defenders running to the ball, and she let them go and got forward in case there was a misplay or in case Arlington won the ball quickly, and I just like that offensive awareness from her. Nice ball from Spector trying to find O'Brien. Forces Woburn to just play it out.
And the Spector long throw now, showcased in the second half.
Luke, did you give the kids running the sidelines towels during halftime?
I thought about talking to Dave about it.
Rodosvich will win. I thought she won the corner, but referee slightly better position than I am to make that call.
Good position and not much complaint from the Spy Ponders.
Muse on her 6. Trying to maintain the shutout against the undefeated Arlington Spy Ponders. Avery Spector. This will fall to Breen. And I think
good communication there from Zykori.
It's like when receivers try and run before they catch the ball. And dangerous turnover there. Tanner's looking to play in the middle. Maxwell, great save off her line. Oh, that is a really dangerous play right there.
There's not even a call.
I'm shocked the ref is letting that continue. And good to see Niles and Carr
Another handball.
okay after that.
That was a very dangerous challenge there on Carr. I'm glad to see she's okay.
Yeah.
It's where I get frustrated, like, obviously as a parent, but also just as a fan of, as a viewer. It doesn't matter the level, because you see it at all levels, but, like, the refs don't make basic calls that need to be made, and then everyone sits around after the fact when somebody gets hurt, or there's a season-ending injury, or there's just a random act of violence on the field, and they wonder why it happens.
O'Brien, great save from Muse. Matheson could not get it out of her feet, and a huge opportunity for the Spy Ponders. And Muse gets a big hand from the Woburn faithful here on it coming up big.
Great stop. Oh, replay.
Yeah, replay here. I mean, Lexi O'Brien shot on target. Credit to the Woburn goalkeeper. She was very quick off her line and closed down the angle.
Ariana Lindgren into the game for the Spy Ponders. Woburn does well to clear the lines. Good breakout from the Tanners. Broken up by Lindgren, falls to Zykori. Good composed play from the junior. But Barry is dispossessed. And Woburn just goes direct, which will go out of play. Barry battles in the midfield against two Woburn players.
Bit of afters there from the Woburn player that the referee missed.
Addie Darling wanted a call. Ref says play on. And Lindgren battles, concedes the corner. Tanner's searching for a second.
Yeah, both teams with back-to-back really good scoring chances.
Yeah, both keepers with really impressive saves. Tanner Sear with a free kick will be served from the near side corner. Nice lofted ball in. And Zykori does get a foot in. And now Darling looking for Lexi O'Brien. And that was a tough one. O'Brien had to sort of pause and wait.
Yeah.
Woburn sort of had this, they were already up to speed, made it tough to get that breakthrough, but good clearance from the Spy Ponders on that corner. Matheson looking to loft one in, falls to Radoslovic. O'Brien. And good job from Hannah Berry. And Niles just heads it forward towards Radoslovic. Good touch through from the Tanners. And trying to get that touch. And
great tackle from Carr. Really good tackle. Some Woburn fans, I think, wanted a penalty there, but
I can't tell if there's cheering or if they're upset with the lack of a call there.
Yeah, unclear. But now, Phil, I think I can say with confidence the temperature of this game
has risen.
Has risen for sure.
End-to-end action here at Peirce Field.
End-to-end action, a lot of physicality, and not a lot of whistles being blown.
And this will fall to Maxwell, who's well off her line. He lost one forward, only as far as the Tanners. Good track back from Radoslovic, good feet from Barry. And just a ball played into space. And that will be out of play, and Woburn disagreeing with that one. And Matheson is dropped, and she'll pick up the free kick.
It's bizarre. Of all the calls that get made, that one got called.
And that one was an easy call to make, so I'm glad they got it right. But it's those ones that carry a bit more weight that are the ones that are.
O'Brien.
O'Brien
he's
just
out.
creates opportunities. Like, I mean, she keeps doing, like, she just keeps doing stuff.
And that's what you want from your center striker.
Well, that was that offensive awareness again. She anticipated that the defender was going to misplay it.
Play.
It was flicked on, and she was in the right place, and she could not be offside because it came off of Woburn.
Correct.
Woburn with a lot of speed. And another corner. Dahlia Carr disagrees with that call. As does Misha Zykori. Another corner kick for the Tanners coming from the near side as they set up at the top of the box. And they'll play it short on the training ground here. Could not get the shot that they wanted.
Caught the Spy Ponders a bit off guard there.
Well, it was a well-designed play. You sort of set everyone up on that towards the far post, the top of the 18, really opened up this space.
Yep.
And it worked. Just couldn't get the final product. Good layoff from Darling. Well played by the Tanners. Spector is there, though, and Matheson tries to advance it, but fall to the Tanners, and Matheson just lofts it up. Lindgren. And no one home on this near side. And Lindgren will let this one go out.
Referees are losing a bit of the control of the game here. They've let a lot go, and if I'm them, I'm trying to reel it back in. And I heard the Woburn players say that Radosevic wasn't playing the ball, and I'd be inclined to agree with them.
Darling almost gets to that one. Muse collects. But I could also argue, Luke, shoulder-to-shoulder play, Radosevic is going to win 90% of those.
Yep.
Darling's to flick on. Spector will take the throw. 26 minutes remaining in this game. Spy Ponders trying to find that equalizer, trailing 1-0. Matheson, nice defense from the Tanners. And we've seen a couple of those, Jeff, where Spy Ponders looking, almost about to take a shot, and Tanners get a slide tackle in there, and Spy Ponders unable to get one off.
Yep.
I think the players just decided whose ball it was on their own there.
Lindgren shut down really quickly. Spy Ponders need to be careful in the back. And Matheson with a shirt pull that the ref swallows his whistle for. And I'm not sure what, Luke, did you see what that call was?
I have no idea. Well, it's being placed where the shirt pull was.
But that happened like 2 or 3 phases of play ago.
Yeah. Of all to call, like Jeff and I have been saying, a bit lost on that one.
Tanners played in, Spector is there. A throw in for Lindgren here on the near side. And I think the referee.
What?
I think the ball
never came in, and that is a turnover.
Yeah.
Substitution now.
Shouldn't the throw-in be about 15 yards back?
I think if it didn't come in, Jeff, they take it where the
Where
original
the throw
was
was made?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's well done there by Arnell Lindgren.
Maxwell out towards the far side. Does not stay in play. Tanners take over. And Radosovic just looks to play it out safely. Tanners now with the throw. And the referee,
I believe it was offside.
they did call offside. He was not well positioned to call that.
Either offside or a high kick.
High kick.
Maybe, yeah, not sure.
And Spy Ponders have kind of lost a little bit of that intensity they came out with.
I agree.
I know I'm not the coach, but high school soccer, you can have timeouts. And now might not be a terrible time to use one.
Luke, how do you inject some of that intensity? I know you said a timeout, but what's who do you put it on the field to raise the level of the game?
I think that's up to the seniors, the upperclassmen, those that are wearing the armband, but also those who have been playing for 4 years. I think it's up to you to raise the level because they've proven they can do it. But nice spell of play here for Woburn. Maxwell's had a lot of kicks recently.
Drawing goes over the top. But that back four of Woburn, just solid all night. Just collects that one's going to fall to Lindgren. And Lindgren heads to Woburn, though. And they have an opportunity here. Good shot! Ooh. Well done from Maxwell. Dives to her left.
That looked like that had back post all over it.
Yeah, we had a great view of that one up here in the booth. And Maxwell, I think, proved Jeff and I wrong there.
I mean, she looked beat.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and by a good shot, but also she was coming near post.
Yeah.
O'Brien does well to get to Barry.
And we have a replay here. Yeah, great shot from number 5 on Woburn. And Maxwell, she set herself and made it.
Yeah, she planted and pushed.
She made a hard save there look comfortable.
Good footwork. Carr's trip from behind, easy call there. But there's some of that Woburn intensity.
Yeah.
Just really putting the pressure on. Spector. Love Spector's ability to play with both feet. Unlike Stuart Downing, who I heard is no-footed.
He is no-footed. I've heard he can't cross the road, Phil.
No, actually, Stuart Downing cannot get to the other side of the road. Do you know why?
Because he can't cross.
Because he can't cross. Spector, long throw. And Tanner's take over the midfield, closed down by Radosovic.
Is he going for a card?
And that's what I might. I'm not sure I would call that one.
And of all to call, I was just going to say that one looked like a solid 50-50 challenge.
Yeah.
And I don't think Muse has touched the ball since that Lexi O'Brien chance.
It's been a couple times. Ball popped up in the air.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
caught.
yeah.
There's been a few, but you're right.
There really hasn't been anything to write home about since then.
Maxwell's definitely been under more pressure than Muse in the last 10 minutes or so. Tanners with a kick just inside midfield. And
we have Addie Darling getting the bench hyped up, and that's what we were just talking about having some of those upperclassmen, juniors and seniors, inject that energy. And I mean, and we have a replay here, 2 ping pong headers there, and Mojo Maxwell immediately said that's going wide.
Woburn lofts it up into the lights. Carr underneath it, slows it down just a little. Lindgren here on the near side. As we have 18:22 remaining in this match. Spy Ponders trailing Woburn Tanners 1-0. And we'll get called for the foul there. And Elise Keneally cannot hear the whistle.
Well, at least the shot was wide.
But I appreciate her intensity. Keep it going.
And
They say play till you hear the whistle. She didn't hear it, keep playing.
And
Fine.
and it was a quiet whistle, I will be honest. If the referee ends up going back and watching, Fox 40, he looks like he's been doing it a long time, but still. It's been a common theme here up in the booth that I've noticed.
It has.
Tanners now. All bounces to Woburn. On that far side. Oh, nice touch there, but Niles blocked. And will be offside.
Yep. She made herself involved in the play there. Referee was spot on.
But nervy moments for the Spy Ponders. Ball bouncing around the top of the box. Jeff, you're shaking your head.
Just frustrated. Frustrated.
I think that's summer shading or getting ready to come back in. Yep.
Brian's going to call for a nudge there.
We've seen that one called pretty consistently.
Tanners now. Matheson first to it, but only as far as Woburn, and goes to Maxwell. Maxwell plays quickly. Now Radoslavich. Tanner throw. Substitutions. Shadinger in the game for the Spy Ponders. Barry will take a break.
And I'm still waiting to see who on the Spy Ponders is going to really step up and get the team going on the field.
Spector gets it to Keneally. And can't connect on the give and go. And I think it's a good no call. I think the Woburn player just sort of fell over.
Yeah, I think the Woburn fans would passionately disagree with that, Phil.
Zykori.
And the ball is still pretty consistently in Arlington's defensive half. I think this might be the
Timeout.
timeout.
Timeout here. 15-10 remaining in this game. Arlington Spy Ponders trailing the Woburn Tanners 1-0 here at Peirce Field at Arlington High School. Jeff, what's Coach Mike Shenna telling his players?
I don't know. You guys might disagree. My thing at this point is,
Let's hear it, Jeff. Let's hear it.
you've got 15 to go.
Yep.
You're second to nearly every ball.
Two-
And it's turned into a bit of a rugby match.
Yeah.
Like, if we have skill as a team, let's start playing more soccer. Let's stop tackling everybody, because we're getting called for all of it at this point. Step on the gas. Start being the first to the ball. Win the 50-50s. And start putting the ball to players' feet. I mean, at the end of the day, right? Like, it's base soccer, but I don't like at this point. Like, it's gotten real ugly for the last, basically since since Lexi's opportunity, the game has gotten real ugly.
And Jeff, I'll say the only thing I disagree with is the fact that you thought that we were going to disagree with you.
Okay.
Because I can say with confidence that was spot on. The second to every ball, that this has been a game of 50-50s, and Woburn, for the past 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, has won every single ball. And
well,
if
when they don't win the first ball, they're winning the second ball.
and if they're not winning the second ball, they're winning the third ball. And if I'm
Which
the
is credit to them.
yeah, and if I'm the Woburn coach, I'm saying do exactly what you're doing.
Yep.
So opportunity for see what sort of character the Spy Ponders have as they chase this game in the final 15 minutes. Addie Darling back in the game
As
is Lucy Breen.
Yes.
Well played by Radosevich. Shading her out towards Spector.
That was well done there from the Spy Ponders.
Keneally, good pressure. Wins the throw.
That's a good ball.
That's the just like playing base soccer that you were talking about, Jeff. Connect a few passes, even though a few of them were a bit shaky, but connect a few passes and look where they are now. Uncharted territory from the past 15 minutes.
Good layoff, Darling. Rolls it to Muse, but good opportunity.
Good
Nice play from Addie Darling getting a shot on target there.
Good response out of the timeout.
Because we know what happened coming out of the last timeout.
Yeah. Don't remind me, Phil.
Shadinger heads. Sorry, Carr to Shadinger. Keneally. Good win from the sophomore. Looking to advance, and Woburn does well to keep it in play and play it off. I believe that's
Matheson
on
over there.
the far side.
This is where if I'm Coach Mike, I'm just saying keep him in. Don't let him get out.
Well, is this, as we get inside, 10 minutes in the next 3.5, do you see any tactical changes coming for the Spy Ponders?
I'd be looking at how many defenders the Spy Ponders have, going from a 4 to a 3, but
Good win from Carr, only as far as Woburn though, and that's what I talked about, those second balls.
yeah.
Good play here. Carr is over, well done. The senior captain. Woburn though, good cross. And just past the post.
End to end. End to end, both good plays.
Credit to Woburn keeping that one in play. Thought Carr had won that one pretty cleanly. It gets the cross in and gets an opportunity. Ball comes out to Carr. Spy Ponders will turn it over in their own half. Woburn just looking to play to space, and this will be a goal kick.
Luke, I think we were talking about this. I think it was the two of us that were talking about this a couple games ago about playing it out sort of to your defender as opposed to, sort of seeing the goalie play it up more towards midfield and take your chances with 50-50.
Yeah. I mean, at this point in the game, I'd like to try to get the ball up as much as possible.
Darling to go through 3 defenders. Woburn comes with it. Darling's not going to stop, though. Good work from the junior. Now Breen. Matheson. Ball in behind towards Darling.
Lay it off.
And stoppage of play here
If I
for an
am
injury.
being honest, it did look like Addie Darling went right through the back of the play there. I don't know if we have a replay just so we can confirm. Hope the Woburn left back is all right. Yeah, kind of a melee in the box there. I don't know if we can see it one more time.
The Spy Ponders gather at midfield, see if they can find a way through this Woburn defense.
Yeah, looked like Addie Darling just went right through the back there. But hey, what have we been saying? Play to the whistle.
Looks like the Woburn player walking off under her own power. We hope she's okay.
And yeah, if you're the Spy Ponders here, I mean, we have the camera on them at midfield. We're saying we got 11 minutes and 20 seconds left. We're leaving it all out on the field. And aside from a few sophomores, this is a largely upper-class lineup that's out there right now.
Yep. And I know it's too early to look ahead. Jeff, you'll probably tell me it's too early, but Lexington on Friday.
Yep.
And not that Arlington was looking past this match against Woburn, but looking some of the scores. You know, Woburn 3-3, we're undefeated, and really big game against Lexington, who was only, I think, conceded a single goal all season in their 1-0 loss to Winchester.
Yep.
And Winchester, the only remaining undefeated team, along with the Spy Ponders, I believe, in the Middlesex League.
Yeah, and you've got Arlington, who scored 1 goal in the last 68 minutes against Reading and Woburn. And again, that's nothing wrong with Reading and Woburn, but Arlington needs to score more than 1 goal in 68 minutes against those two teams.
And I mean, I heard from Mike Shannon before the game, it was 1 goal against Reading with 26 shots. And I mean, I was a history major, Jeff. I did not take many math classes, but I know that percentage is quite low.
Can peg that right around 4 and change.
So Spy Ponders were in possession, so ref drops it to Matheson.
3 and change.
Immediate melee.
And we were able to clear the lines. Niles runs through, but Woburn.
But again, you're right. You get that melee, so like you're basically counting on luck there, right? You're hoping for a bad deflection that squirts out, and then you have a player in the right spot to squeeze it by the goalie.
And that, Jeff, is the uncertainty part of the corridor of uncertainty.
Woburn throw on the far side. Headed out, they'll do it again.
Bit of time wasting here.
And again, to Woburn's credit, right? Like, they jammed that box. They put 8 players there. You know, if you're going to send the ball there, then good luck.
Yeah.
Like won by Keneally. Foot race. And a shoulder-to-shoulder play right in front of the referee. He says play on. Woburn does well. Nice overlap, but read well by Niles.
I think that was the right call there. Woburn girl.
For the throw-in?
No, for at least Keneally going down.
I think it was shoulder-to-shoulder. It was a good fair play.
Yeah.
And Woburn can't make that clean contact.
Spector eagerly grabbing the ball.
Keneally gets a head in, looks to run through, does well to control it. Finds Matheson. Shadinger. And I see, sort of 4 Spy Ponders lined up with the Woburn defensive line, and nothing's going over the top. And I think this might be offside. No, ref says play on.
Right back kept her on. I thought the same thing until I looked.
O'Brien does really well. Matheson can't find the target.
And that was a perfect play just up until the final product. And Jeff, that's what you talked about 10 minutes into the game.
Yep.
That was a really good job from O'Brien, keeping that ball in play.
Yeah.
Finding the run in the middle, nice layoff to Matheson.
Yep. And we have a replay here. Yep. It was
nice layoff from Keneally.
Oslovich actually told Keneally, you could see there that she was open on the side.
Job from Spector. And ambitious from Shadinger.
To say the least.
Substitutions. Hannah Berry, senior captain, back in the game. You said, look, looking for some of these seniors to raise the level of play, raise the intensity.
Yeah, and she's someone that can get the ball down and controlled in the middle.
One by Radosevich finds O'Brien. Darling. Does well to get back. Good move from Spector. Does the hard work, unfortunately can't keep it in play.
a bit erratic right now from the Spy Ponders. Everyone's looking for these 20, 30-yard shots where, yes, I mean, we've seen them go in, but the chance that they're going to get against this team is getting it in the box.
Yep.
Woburn tries to go short, long. Spy Ponders with the throw inside of 8 minutes.
I think we have Zykori coming back on.
And like you said, to keep an eye on the back line. I know we still see Niles and Carr back.
I think that's also just Lucy Breen. She
No, it
she
is.
likes to play high.
Right, but it's still indicative of 4 in the back.
Yeah,
in my mind.
Yep, Spectre on the left, Breen on the right. And this is
Free
where,
kick.
if you're Izzy Matheson or Lexi O'Brien, your eyes are lighting up.
Yeah, and Matheson's going to take this one.
We've seen this story before.
Good work from Hannah Berry winning that free kick, though.
Yep, and it is a football field, so the 10 yards should be no problem.
Just want something on target here.
Yep. Senior Izzy Matheson standing over the ball with confidence.
Good save!
No.
And Darling tries to turn. It looked like Radosovic had the play there. I'm not sure where the talk was. Buse makes the save, and there were 5 or 6 Spy Ponders waiting for that.
All the Spy Ponders
could not convert.
onside. You can see every single one of them react.
And look, credit to Izzy Matheson. Well-placed ball. Forces
Yeah.
a tough save from Muse with the rebound.
And Muse was actually practicing those exact saves at halftime.
Yep. Spy Ponders unlucky not to convert. Breen. Go off Darling. Woburn will take their time. And Woburn does really well to keep that in play.
Seems as if the ref tripped the Woburn girl there.
It will be a throw-in.
Yeah, ref might need a card himself there. He's giving a little shrug. He can't do anything about it.
Getting close to 5 minutes remaining here. Spy Ponders chasing the game, down 1-0, searching for that elusive equalizer.
And you use the word elusive, and that equalizer has eluded them for the past, since.
As you said,
since
Jeff, it was
Woburn
68
scored.
minutes. What, now it's like 78?
Yeah.
Inside 5 minutes. Clock on the field.
We have our special clock up here in the booth.
Niles goes only as far as Woburn. Matheson might get called for the handball, but we've not seen that called all game. Good, glad to see the refs consistent.
You do normally see that called, but I will be honest, it did go off her thigh first. And in that case, it technically is not a handball. Again, part of the subjectivity of the rule.
Look at that good pressure from Woburn. And that's what we've seen all night, Jeff. Coming in, being first to those 50-50s, running through the ball.
They've been relentless, Phil.
Yeah. Woburn literally, she kept sprinting.
Yeah.
The Arlington D was jogging.
You got to give credit where credit's due.
Balls to Barry. Spectre's going to get this upfield, and does. Good ball. That'll be an Avery Spectre throw here.
Zykori beckoning her over. And Igor Radoslavich in the middle.
3.5 minutes remaining. Ball bounces. O'Brien. A lot of Spy Ponders there in the box. And Woburn clears the lines. And 2 Tanners converge on Niles. They'll go all the way to Maxwell, who look to punt this out with about 3 minutes remaining in the game. Zykori does well to come back, finds Barry. Matheson looking for that diagonal ball. Well played by Woburn. And more physical play, and I think Bear's going to get called for the foul, and that's going to take up another 20 or 30 seconds here.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, I didn't see much in that there. I thought the Woburn girl actually had her studs pretty high. But it's been a flip of the coin with the whistle this evening.
2.5 minutes remaining. Woburn Tanners leading the Arlington Spy Ponders 1-0. Woburn content to take their time, throw in front of the scorers table. And they will do it again.
And this is textbook game management by the Tanners.
Niles. Keneally, she can keep it in play. Zykori might just be off. The speed of Keneally keeps her on. Looking for Zykori. Give you a late corner kick for the Spy Ponders.
And it's the set pieces that we see. This is where, if something's going to come together tonight for the Spy Ponders, it needs to be now.
Matheson.
Arlington's not even
Driven
in the
ball.
box.
It was O'Brien.
And O'Brien is dropping a goal kick for the Tanners.
I feel like she kind of took that before all the Arlington girls were even up in the box.
I know that,
right?
I love the urgency, but that one was a bit too urgent.
And, and there's two parts to that, right? Like part of it's on the corner taker, but then part of it's like it didn't seem like there was a lot of hustle sprinting up the field to get in the box.
Exactly.
Matheson now looking for create one more chance. Barry. Darling. And a harmless bouncer right to Muse,
who's been solid all night.
Seconds ticking away for the Spy Ponders. Niles looks to get forward, but Woburn will just play it up the field.
As the referee checks his watch.
And that will do it for the game. Big win for the Woburn Tanners. Came in to this match 3-3, leave 4-3, and hand the Spy Ponders their first loss of the season. They dropped to 4-1-2. Spy Ponders back in action on Friday evening. Friday Night Lights in Lexington, 6 p.m. Jeff, frustrating result. Quick thoughts.
Yeah, frustrating result. I'm going to go to something Luke said. I think it was Luke that said it. At this point, again, there's always going to be something for the coach to say. Obviously, team should be listening to the coach. Coach has to give direction. He has to get them prepared to play like he always does. The flip side of this is, at some point in the season, not saying it's a players-only meeting, but the juniors, the seniors, your captains need to set the tone. They need to set the direction. And they need to see who's bought in, who's not bought in, who wants to play, who doesn't want to play, who wants to leave it on the field. I don't know, what are there, 10 games left, 12 games left? It's a short season. It's a short, quick season. Do you want to leave it out there or do you not? And to me, we're going to get a sense on Friday because these last two games, it's not like the Reading game was bad, right? They controlled the play. They just didn't finish. This was not a great game. You can't be second to every ball. And Lexington's a step up. We think if Lexington's in the top team, they're the second best team right now. Real strong team. They've been putting up a lot of goals. They're not conceding. What are we gonna do on Friday? We're capable. We have the team. Do we show up ready to play and contest and challenge?
And Jeff, here's what I'd say as well. Look, there were some chances for Woburn. Know that the result is frustrating. Arlington created chances. Yep. There were plays in front of the box. There were balls that just went over the crossbar. There were set pieces. There was a great header from Summer Shadinger on a corner kick. There were really great opportunities. This great save here from Muser seeing on the replay. So I would say, 5, 6, 7 really good scoring opportunities that the Spy Ponders just could not convert. You talked about the beginning of the game, quality in the final third. It was not there tonight. Spy Ponders also didn't get a whole lot of luck from bounces that went their way in the box. but there were chances.
Yep.
And I say that I wouldn't say it was a bad game for the Spy Punters because they created the chances. They just couldn't find that last touch. Look, I don't know if you agree with me, but that's sort of what I saw. It's just it's frustrating because they created the opportunities, they could not finish.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to take a little bit more of a lenient approach. This was their first loss of the season. They're 4-1-2. They're having a great season. There's nothing wrong with having one hiccup. And it's how you respond. I mean, we talk about how you respond during the game, but now it's how do you respond for the game on Friday against a team who you're the underdogs in? Because a lot of the games this season, the Spy Ponders have been the favorite, including this one.
Absolutely.
But it's how you respond, and it's how you go into a game on enemy territory on Friday, with now like a little bit of a chip on your shoulder. Like you're coming off a result that maybe's deserved, maybe not, but hey, it's over, and we go into Friday guns blazing.
And you got to move on. And,
Yeah.
and that is the thing with these, right? Like, it is only one game. You have to put it behind you. But in the same breath, you have to sit there and say, what exactly hasn't gone our way, and then how do we change that?
Yep. And
So-
like I said, I'd say it's a little bit too early to. It's been 2 games. 2 games where it's been struggles in front of goal. I mean, last time I was here was sophomore Saturday against Belmont, and I mean,
We
know
doing backflips.
we know what this team is capable of. You can hear the
100%.
high fives on the live stream. Like, we know what they're capable of.
But
So-
you might want to see, so I don't know, some tactical changes, some personnel changes, maybe some different players in different positions.
Yeah.
Because something's not clicking in the past couple of games.
Yep, agreed.
So for Jeff Spector, Luke Ryan here in the box, great crew from ACMi Sports running the production this evening. My name is Phil Ryan. Hope everyone has a great evening.